Peace, legends. Peace, kings. Peace, queens. This is your boy Graphics Miles once again. Peace, my legends. It's another day. Just making reference to all the allegations of police brutality across the nation. All the allegations concerning police brutality across the nations. Pretty much, this is my opinion. This is the way I feel about it. Parents being hauled off to jail because they are disciplining their children when police are killing our children, and police get to use nightsticks and stomp and knee and do all forms of what we know is not love, but we all can look at it and see this is unnecessary roughness. Police taking women, pregnant women, slamming them on the floor and then jumping on top of them and punching them in the face, shooting 13-year-old kids and teenagers that don't even have guns, and some that they think have guns. It baffles me, the propaganda that is going on in this nation. Just the propaganda. My whole thing is, who's next, man? Who's next? Am I next? Am I next? Am I gonna die because I'm a black man? I'm brown, half Puerto Rican, Spanish. Am I gonna be the dude that's gonna get shot down because these police are making mistakes? I have no felonies. I have a clean record. I'm a bus driver. I drive kids to and from school every day. All right? I'm a motivational speaker. I encourage teenagers to overcome the trials of life and make different decisions, even though we have a lot of influences that are negative in this world. Am I going to be next? Am I going to be next because I have a scully on my head? Am I different to you because I have a skull hat? Most of you don't even know it's less than 2 degrees outside. I just want my head to be warm. Feel what I'm saying? But this is what I've noticed. This is what I've noticed about some white people, some Europeans. If I change just a small thing about my hat, if I put on this hat, or I put on a Kango, or I put on a regular baseball cap, they don't even know who I am. They literally don't know who I am. And what baffles me and amazes me is that how can a baseball cap change your perception of who I am? I can't even wear what I want to wear without me becoming a criminal in the eyes of the people who are around me. That is just amazing. What is even more amazing is the hypocrites who are in defense of these those corrupt. I'm not saying all police officers are corrupt. I'm not saying all government officials are corrupt. I'm not pointing anybody out, but I will say that there is a large influence of corruption in the police department, a large influence of corruption in our government. And those who are hypocritical love to stand in the face of people like me and break down why they believe that this is right behavior and how they believe this is not corruption. They love to stand in my face and justify the propaganda that's going on in America. And I'm just going to be honest with you. When those type of people do that, there's a light bulb that goes on in my head. And that idea tells me that these are the people who are part of the problem. You are part of the problem. If you're going to justify the death of innocent people all because somebody has a badge and a gun, you need to do some reflection about your soul, your mentality, and your heart. You need to start putting yourself in the position of these people that's getting killed, man. Some of you may not even have to worry about that because you got the complexion for the protection. You don't have to worry about somebody running up on you and pulling you over on the side of the road and beating you up and shooting you up because you have the complexion for the protection. Just go ahead and walk around and paint yourself my skin color. Paint yourself black and see if your opinion doesn't change about how you're treated in this country. I just want to address even the school system who are penalizing students for protesting on Michael Brown's behalf, saying that you're not going to penalize them, but then you say you're going to mark it as an absence and still hold them accountable for that day. Well, to me, that's propaganda. That is holding them responsible. That is holding them accountable and disciplining them for standing up for righteousness. And I notice that all of us who do stand up for righteousness, we are always paying the penalty for doing so. And that lets me know that we are living in a corrupt nation. So basically, I say that to say this. Just because somebody's black, or somebody has a different color, or somebody has a different religion, or somebody is wearing a different hat, somebody speaks with a different dialect than you, does not give you the right to kill people and to justify their death. Nobody wants to hear you justifying the death of innocent people because you don't have your facts together. Again, have I changed? Have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Do you not like me because I have a skull hat on? Or I have jewelry? Or I'm black? Or I speak with a semi-New York accent? What is your reason for wanting to see me dead? What is your reason for not liking me? Because I'm not you? That's your reason? Discriminating against people like me because we're not like you? We call that cloning. That's what that is. Because we are on an assembly line, and as most of you should know, we are nothing but a number to the government. That's why they give you a social security number that identifies who you are, because they don't really know who you are. They know you by your number. All I'm saying is, cats, people need to get real with themselves, man. Get real with yourself, and before you pass judgment on somebody else about why things are happening, you can't hold one class of people under the gun, but then you want to say it's okay for this class of people to do whatever they want. That's why there is unrest in this country, because we can tell and see the propaganda, and we can see that it is one-sided in America. And we continue to see that it's one-sided in America. That certain people get to do whatever they want and others have to pay the penalty for it. That is why there is a revolution that is brewing all across America. Let not your ignorance be the reason why you don't understand. These uprisings are not happening for no reason. And you have to understand that those who are in power want these things to happen. And those who are in power know that these people are guilty. And those who are in power are freeing these people because they in hopes that it will start an uprising so they can start killing more people and bringing down the number in the population. Some of you need to wake up. Some of you need to smarten up and realize what's really going on. This ain't about black and white. This is about green. This is about money. This is about power. This is about the order that they're trying to set up. This is about their agenda. And now they're playing you against me, and they're playing me against you. And that's the fact of the matter. And one day you'll wake up and realize it, and I hope it won't take till everybody's dead around you for you to see what's going on. Because I am not your enemy. I have not killed anyone in your family. I have not taken any money out of your bank account. I have not raised your taxes. You're not paying more for gas because Graphic Reborn is declaring that there is injustice and corruption in America. So you might want to, in the interest of self-preservation, you might want to think about that before you pass judgment on somebody, anybody, without taking the time to get to know them. Nobody deserves to be killed in the street. Nobody, especially if you do not have any weapons on you. And even if you do have a weapon, if you're not posing, what do you think these people are going to the academy for years? To be nervous and to just be shooting people because they're scared and they want to make it home? They are trained assassins. That's what I see. They're being trained to assassinate people. But they're also trained to deal with situations way better than they're dealing with them. And they're not dealing with them according to the knowledge that they have, because the fact of the matter is some of these police officers want to kill black people. It's just that simple and that much more plain. They want to kill black people. I've had police officers stand over me with a gun and say, give me a reason. And I'm like, dude, how can I give you a reason? I don't even have a gun on me. I'm not doing nothing to you. I'm not fighting you. I'm not resisting arrest. I'm not doing anything to you. But you keep telling me to give you a reason so you can shoot me. I've been there. I know. Some of you haven't because you've been sheltered your whole damn life. But I've been in the midst of being now I run from police. Everywhere I go, I run from police. I see a police car, I drive my car like I got a damn warrant. And you know what? That keeps me safe. And all of you police officers who are for justice and you are protecting us and you can't help what's happening, I apologize and I feel sorry for you, man. I really do, man. I really feel sorry for the fact that you have to be under the umbrella of such corruption and that you have to have the perception of people looking at you like you a monster when you're just a family man who's trying to do better for your community. I apologize if any of my comments come across as if it's a general statement when they're not general statements. These are specific statements to those who are in corruption, to those who are in power, to those who take legislation and abuse it. I have no problem with officers. In fact, some of my good friends are police officers and know me because I work out in the same gym they do. All right? I am for justice. I am for peace. I am for productivity. I am not for racism. I am not for a segregation. I am not for discriminating against genders and things of that nature. Yes, I do believe in God, but that's still not enough for me to hate you because you don't. This is your boy, Graphic Smiles, once again, and I'll holler at you. Comment on the video. I'm gonna post it on YouTube as well. Legend, we out.